Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're turning ordinary oats into a restaurant quality dish that will completely change your idea of a healthy breakfast. We'll create one universal base, and using it, I'll show you 3 entirely different flavors. 1 pancake, 3 moods, berry freshness, spiced pear, and a classic breakfast with fish. Watch this video until the end. The secret to the flexibility of this oat pancake lies in one small detail that many people miss. Let's get started. We'll need exactly 1 cup of rolled oats. And now, for my main secret to success, we're adding only 3 egg whites to the oats. Why not whole eggs? It's the pure protein that, when heated, creates a light but very strong elastic mesh. Thanks to this, the pancake will never tear no matter how you fold it or how much filling you put inside. Add a pinch of salt to enhance and balance the flavor. Now a critical step. Thoroughly mix the base with a regular spoon. We need every single grain to be soaked in egg white before we start blending. After that, add a little clean water for a lighter mix and put it all into the blender. Watch the technique. Use short pulses. We definitely don't want a runny, smooth porridge. We're only partially breaking down the grain, like keeping the texture for the right taste. Let's move to the stove. The pan must be heated perfectly and evenly. Pour in a small amount of oil and be sure to carefully brush the entire surface, including the sides. Fry strictly on medium heat. We need the oats to cook through without burning. Pour in our base and immediately start leveling it out with a spatula. Try to spread the mixture in a layer as thin and even as possible. A lid is a must. The steam building up underneath will gently soften the oat fibers, helping the top set at the same time as the bottom. As soon as the edge becomes a confident golden brown, carefully flip it over. Cover with the lid again for just a couple of minutes. While the mix is still hot and pliable, use a plate as a template and trim the edges with a sharp knife in one steady motion. In fine dining, aesthetics and perfect shape are just as important as the taste. Look at the flawless circle we've achieved. Let's assemble the first version, the berry dessert. Apply a layer of cold cottage cheese strictly to 1/2 of our circle. The cottage cheese will give us the creaminess we need and extra protein. Next, add a bright natural accent. Fresh raspberries and wild blueberries go onto the delicate base. And now, the final touch. Drizzle everything with golden honey. Look at this magnificent contrast of temperatures. The warm, freshly fried base and the refreshing, cool filling of berries and cheese. This combination is simply incredible. Not a single tear. The pancake holds its shape perfectly. And the finishing touch, a light veil of powdered sugar through a sieve. After all, we eat with our eyes first, right? For the second version, we'll need a ripe pear. First, cut the fruit into large wedges to make it easier to remove the core and the seeds. Then slice them into neat pieces. We want volume and a distinct texture in every bite. Now for the nuts. Just chop some walnuts with a knife. We need chunky pieces, not a fine crumble, to create a contrast with the soft base. Now for the final assembly. Apply a layer of cold cottage cheese to 1/2 of our pancake. Carefully arrange our pear slices on top. Fan them out in a beautiful, even row. Then, generously sprinkle everything with the chopped walnuts. In this recipe, honey plays a key role. Drizzle the filling so that the golden drops soak into every nut and the pear itself. Carefully fold the pancake in half, forming a tight pocket. Simple ingredients, the right technique, and you have a true masterpiece. Complete the composition with a thin layer of powdered sugar. A final accent that instantly transforms the dish. And now, the fish version. Add a handful of fresh spinach and a little water to the basic mix of oats and egg whites. Put it all back into the blender and process with short pulses. Then, mix the mass thoroughly until it's completely smooth. The spinach should blend fully with the oats, giving it a deep, rich green hue. Cook this pancake using the same proven technology: medium heat, a drop of oil, and the mandatory lid. While the base is cooking, let's prepare the filling. First comes the fresh cucumber. Slice it into thin, neat, almost transparent strips. Next, take a fillet of lightly salted trout. First, carefully separate the fillet from the skin with a sharp knife. We only want the clean, tender meat. Now, for the technique, hold the knife at a sharp angle to the board. Our task is to carefully slice long strips strictly along the grain. We're aiming for flexibility and a uniform size. Back to the pan. Remove the lid. The surface of the pancake has set well. Carefully flip it over and cover with the lid again for just a couple of minutes. Remove from heat and use the plate again to get that perfect shape by trimming the edges. Now for the final assembly. Apply some velvety cream cheese to the emerald base. Its softness will perfectly balance the spinach flavor. Be sure to add some freshly cracked black pepper for a bit of spice. Layer the fresh cucumber slices on top. This will create a crunchy and juicy foundation. Next, arrange the prepared trout slices. Repeat that same elegant fan pattern. For extra zest and texture, add a handful of fresh arugula. Drizzle with lemon juice. The acidity will instantly bring out the flavor of the fish. With one final motion, cover the filling with the other half of the pancake. Our classic breakfast is ready. Just look at how aesthetic this is. 3 breakfasts, 1 universal base. Which filling won you over the most? Be sure to tell me in the comments. I read every single one of your reviews. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There are even more professional tips in a simple format coming your way. Cook with joy, experiment, and enjoy your meal.